Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're going to go ahead and start a brand new playthrough with Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition, this time including the Festering Skies DLC. So we're not making any big grand announcement, unfortunately, on this one. I decided to go ahead and get it going, so it's released the day after the actual release of the DLC, so we can get right into it as soon as possible. The old playthrough will still be continuing. I'm not planning to abandon that. We'll just kind of have, may seem awkward, but we'll have a couple playthroughs going on at the same time. I said, you know, I'm going to be playing this on the side anyway to see what it looks like and see how it is. I might as well just record and get another playthrough going anyway. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Now, something I never did cover before, and for those of you who may not know, because actually I didn't intuitively know, I kind of figured this out at some point and read some things, and guess what? We have some extra codes available for free content, and there's been a couple out there to begin with. Phoenix Friends is one you can enter in, all one word. I entered in caps. I don't know if it has to be in caps. There's also the old Happy Heavy Holidays, which gives you the extra skin for the Hell Cannon. And the newest one for Festering Skies is Watch the Skies, all one word. So it's pretty much you click on this icon down at the bottom before loading a game or starting a game, and you enter those things. For instance, the current one, Watch the Skies, and you hit OK. I'm not going to do it again because I already have redeemed it, but that's all you got to do to redeem it. And then you start a new game. It'll give you a box down at the bottom asking if you want to play with the new skins. You just say yes or no and have some fun. And we're going to play with them this time because I haven't used them in the past, and see what that adds as far as special looks and whatnot for our characters. We also will be keeping in cutscenes on this one. For those of you who are familiar with them, it's really not that hard to skip past them. Don't worry, I won't be doing this every playthrough, but the first couple, and this counts as my second playthrough of Phoenix Point, I do tend to keep them in for any of those people out there that are new to the game. And beyond that, then I'll probably start skipping a lot more of the story content as I've played it more and you all have watched more and we get a little more used to it. Going in, since we didn't do the typical 0 episode I often do when starting a new playthrough, you haven't had a chance to request characters. I have 7 carryover viewer characters that we'll be using from the first playthrough. Anybody else interested in gaining a character in this playthrough, you can just leave me a comment down below. You can leave it open as far as what character comes available next. We'll just pop you in with that character, or if you want to wait for a specific character to come up before taking that one, you can let me know any of those kind of details down in the comments, and we'll be happy to work you in as we have done in the past. And finally, patch notes for this new update and Festering Skies. What I'll do is rather than look at them now, we'll just include them down in the information down below, the notes under the video. So let's get the new game started and see where this playthrough takes us and see what the new additions for Festering Skies involve. And there is the new promotional skins checkmark that we'll be keeping on there. Festering Skies is now chosen, and we will be playing once again on Hero, seeing as how we haven't officially defeated the game on Hero yet, but I think we're going to be successful in the initial playthrough and or this one. So then after that, maybe we'll try up on Legend to see how tough that makes it. So let's get this going.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to End All Wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues. We had bases in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN, stripped of resources and scattered to the winds. we were reduced to a secret, a memory. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense. When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sinedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the Disciples of Anu, a new, syncretic religion dedicated to adaptation and biological change. At war with the world, and at odds with each other, these factions cannot find a way forward. Now the mist is returning, and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time to rise from the ashes.
All right, here we are. We have the wonderful African start ahead of us. In fact, last playthrough, I believe we started, wasn't it here in North Africa? That's where our base is back in the first playthrough. So it looks like we're back for another African start, just a slightly different part of the continent. And right off the bat here, you can see Air Force. That's a new tab that we have right with our new DLC. I don't really see anything else. And we have these 3 boxes over here next to the mana core that look a little different too. So that's the initial differences that I'm seeing. And the Air Force tab, let's take a look. It tells how our capacity, or how full our capacity is. The hit points are going to become a bigger issue, just like they are with the vehicles. Right now, looks like we have a couple weapon slots for the Manticore. We'll see if that varies from ship to ship. Extra module we can use, storage for those modules and weapons down here. This manufacturing tab, when I first came in here, I realized it basically just takes you to this manufacturing. I don't know why the extra button, but there it is. Hull points, armor, capacity, speed, range. So it has this, and it kind of lets me know who's on the ship right now. So this is the new look here on this particular tab. So the other thing we have to do is we have to get out here and take a look at our personnel. And what I did is we kind of just drew my returning characters 1 through 7, gave them all a number 1 through 7. So the first 4 in that order are going to become the first 4 characters that we have right here: a heavy, 2 assaults, and a sniper. Before I do that, because I have a habit of talking and then playing and forgetting to do things, first thing we're going to do is take a look at research and get that queued up. I can't tell you how many times when I'm just messing around practicing, I forget to do that right away, and it's such a waste of time. The other thing we'll take a look at is I'd like to get building. We're going to do that exact same start that we did last time, and that is build the training center. So when we start doing hires, they can actually sit in the base and start training as necessary. I like to have that in place early on because it does take a moment or two to get built. So let's do that right now, and we can't afford it right away. $250. It uses up all our tech, however, but I think that's important to get started. Now let's take a look at our personnel, and we'll start out by assigning the names of our first 4 that I drew. And the very first name I drew was you, Takeda. So welcome back, you. And you are now a heavy as opposed to an assault from the first playthrough. And we'll come back after we name everybody an outfit and take a look at the new skins that might be available. Name number 2 that we picked out, Joe Marotta. You are the second one we picked out. And you were an actual assault last episode, but I actually think of you in my mind as a sniper because you had the sniperist perk, and I think I used you more as a sniper than I did an assault. But we'll get in here and take a look at the new perks we have to see how similar or different our characters are going to be from the first playthrough. Third character slot is for Drumax. you came a little later in the last episode or last playthrough. This time you get to start out early on the playthrough, and I can't even remember, Drumax, were you a sniper last time? I can't. That tells you about my memory. That's why I picked my research early and built my base construction early, because I have a habit to forget little details like that. So Drumax, I think you were a sniper in the last playthrough, but now you get to be an assault. And finally, draw number 4 goes to Callum Robertson. And you were a heavy in the first playthrough, so you get to try your hand at being a sniper. Let's get in here and take a look at some of our skins we have available. So the Happy Holidays one is right here, and I think this armor with the green and red is kind of our Christmassy Happy Holidays color. Now one thing I'm going to do, I didn't realize by putting that free code in, it gives me health cannons here, because technically with all the updates, we start with the autocannon. We haven't researched health cannons yet. So we're going to kind of play it honest. We're not going to use the health cannons, as tempting as it may be. We'll wait till we come up with the research before we start using them. But it's cool. We'll have the new skin for it. In the meantime, we'll avoid the Christmassy stuff. Well, the first one, we're going to try the newest skin. I want to see how that looks on us. We're rocking the gold a little bit, is what this new skin gives us. Yep. So you got the shiny gold outfit here going out for us as our heavy. That's going to be your look for the playthrough. Well, unless we get some different armor of a different variety, or that somehow is better, the living armor, who knows what we may develop into. Oh, and you, Takeda, you have Bombardier, which is not a bad perk at all for a heavy. Farsighted, so I like the idea of extra willpower, some free extra willpower, and then heavies have horrid perception range to begin with, so now you get a little extra because of that. And quarterback, extra grenade range, which I hope applies to the grenade launcher also, as opposed to just being thrown grenades. And what do you know, we're going to speed you up a tiny bit by getting you quarterback, so not bad perks for you. Joe, we got some, looks like we have one outfit of shiny armor, and you were number 2. You get first dibs on it. We're going to give it to you. So we got the gold. We're rocking the gold look for you. It doesn't look like there is... Oh, yeah, there is a choice on a new weapon here. Look at that. You got the new shiny styling weapon here, too. So there is your look. Joe, as far as perks... All right, that was my auto cat feeder. I got to remember not to record it this time. This happened on one other playthrough when I was recording, as the cat feeder went off, and that's what that was. Just so you know, or maybe you won't hear it because I'll edit it out. I don't know, but here you go. You got shotgun proficiency, which is always nice for an assault. Get up close. I love my shotguns when we get access to them. Biochemist, which actually is a nice tie-in to that shotgun, because I think that inflicts viral damage per burst. So that's quite a bit of viral damage that can be loaded right in there. And Thief, a little extra speed for an assault, never hurts. A nice little perk for you, Joe Marotta. Sorry, no sniper this time. And Drumax, you're left over. Well, you're just going to be left over with what's there, as far as you're going to have the standard equipment. Sorry, no shiny stuff for you, just the luck of the draw. But I am going to go with my normal coloring and patterns I do for my basic guy. And you're rocking the green hair on this one. If you like the green hair, you like the beard, let me know. Of course, once the game starts, we hardly ever see your face after that, but just so you know, you're rocking the green hair. Let's get back here and take a look at our last soldier here, Callum Robertson. You have a little biochemist, which actually I prefer on bigger burst guns, but I guess if we use a pistol, we could apply 4 viral damage that way. Resourceful, you can carry a little extra weight, so if you need extra equipment, I guess that's a bonus. Not really that important for a sniper. And you have the ability, I like the extra willpower here, and you have some bonus healing. So we'll see how we might be able to make these play for you. And we'll be thinking about the proper cross-class, if we even do cross-class. It doesn't mean we have to cross-class everybody for certain. So we have a couple skins available as far as our snipers. Let's see, I think the second one on each is probably the shiny armor. Let's take a look at the shiny armor and how that works for you. It's kind of a nice look with the gold. I guess I don't know if that's the standard color as far as there. We also have a couple shiny weapons here. Let's take a look at what those look like. There's weapon number 1, and there's weapon number 2. Oh, that's got some fine looking glitter on it. We're gonna keep the shiny gold. We're gonna go with that shiny gold themes. We're gonna find out, can we change any of the coloration on this thing? My snipers tend to go all white. I don't know if it does change it a little bit. So it kind of whitens it up. We're gonna go with the all white. And man, we're just rocking the green hair. I didn't pay attention to everybody else's, but that green hair is definitely catching my attention. I don't think the pattern makes a difference on this one. Yeah, not really. So there we go. You're ready, Callum? And with that, introductions done on our characters, it's time to get out there to the map and get this thing going. That's what I'm saying. And we have 3 targets right off the bat. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to plan on just researching a 1, 2, 3, all of them in whatever order, but I want to do this one, this one, this one, and then we'll decide once we have our first 3 explorations done. We'll figure out whatever we've exposed, which ones we want to start with. And obviously they're probably going to show us even more exploration sites after that, so maybe we'll just continue exploring. But let's go see what they are to see what kind of a start we have ahead of us for this particular playthrough of Festering Skies. And I did pick research, right? Okay, yeah. This time, I would have wasted some time if I hadn't done that early. I already forgot. Get used to that on these playthroughs. Enter Synedrian, stage left. At the Synedrian haven of Shelley, the situation is tense. Someone figured out our open and democratic society would be easy to infiltrate and steal from, one of the haven's citizens tells our operatives. They pretended to join us and then made off with some critical research, which I assume they want to sell to another faction. The citizen sighs. I said they made off, but the truth is, they didn't get very far. In fact, they're stuck in the haven. But as you can imagine, this is a strange situation. These people pretended to be our friends. They lived in Shelley for months, all just to make a profit. I suppose old habits die hard. We could assist Synedrian with this problem, and I guarantee you at some point we will. So we're going to need to, at some point, stop a group of thieves who have stolen critical research. So we'll come back to that one. All right, new exploration sites have popped up already, all over. But let's just start out with our first 3. See what we're what's in the area that they're showing us, starting with. And it's a Synedrian start, is what. And can we go 3 in a row, Synedrian here?
Research complete.
All right, and we got our first research done. The global mist monitoring system. Let's get the rest of the research. Yeah, because we picked some up when we would have contacted Synedrian, so we better get that queued up so we don't waste any research time. Phoenix Archives. In fact, we'll just do it right in that order. Yep, I'm happy with that order right off the bat. And it's nice getting... actually, maybe I should move Synedrian up first, just so we can replenish as soon as possible our tech, and then we'll go through getting the Phoenix Archives and the recruitment protocol, so we can get the rest of our soldiers hired and get all the returning viewer characters assigned. And we're ready to continue our exploration. Oh! Isn't this convenient and handy. This is exactly one of the early missions we found in our other playthrough, and I'll tell you, if we can be successful on this one, it really, really helps us. In fact, there goes our next 3 characters if we can manage to rescue them all. Wouldn't it be nice? Then anybody else we recruit would be for any new viewers that want to add a character. So thank you. It's a low threat level, daytime, Pandoran enemies. So let's get out there and let's see about starting this mission. We'll see you down on the battlefield. Okay, we won't see you down on the battlefield. We're going to go make sure we're equipped and ready for this mission. I'm already forgetting how this game works. Let's get in here and make sure we're outfitted. So we got room to carry some stuff here. I think just for an early mission, we're going to give everybody a med kit where we can, and we might as well just give you that extra grenade to throw just in case. You, Joe Marotta. I think with you, we're going to give you a little backup ammo. We're going to give you a med kit, and we still got room for another med kit and another grenade. There's an assault early build for you. Let's get over here. Drumax, we're probably going to do pretty close to the same thing for you. We're going to give you extra chance there. In fact, what else do we want to do? Do we want to do... just in case we have to shoot a lot? No. But there's only one med kit left, so I want to save that so everybody has one just in case. It's early. We're not that strong. Let's have the med kits out there to help us out just in case. So we will give you that extra bit of ammo. We will give you that extra grenade. In fact, we're going to throw you another extra grenade. There, you're outfitted and fully equipped. And Callum, we're going to go ahead and give you that med kit as promised, and I think with you we're just going to give you the extra ammo for your weapons here and not worry about any grenade. Oh yeah, guess what? I guess we have enough strength just to give you that grenade too. So we're fully outfitted and we're ready to get down there. So let's go deploy the squad, and this time we'll see you down on the battlefield. Alright, so if you've seen my other playthroughs, you know I usually edit out this cutscene, but first time with each vehicle aircraft, we will keep it in just so you get a chance to see the cutscenes in case you've never seen the game before. So there is the Manticore. You won't be seeing it anymore. Let's go take a look at the map and see what kind of a map, and I'm actually not familiar with this map. It looks like we have to evacuate all the way across the map. I don't think there's an evac point over on our side of the map. Nope. And I'm not sure on this particular map then where the soldiers we're going to have to rescue will be. I'm going to assume they're usually around the building, so it's either going to be this dilapidated thing, this thing back here, or the main and obvious building in the center. So let's get going. In fact, we're going to start out with you and use your jet jump to get as far as we can. One thing we don't have to worry about is all the enemies can only do close-up damage, right? We don't have to worry about weapons this early on. They haven't developed the ability for weapons, so it's all intimate, hand-to-hand kind of combat. So even if we overextend you, you're going to be on the roof here, so hopefully you won't be susceptible to an immediate attack. Let's try and see what we see by doing this jet jump. And we've seen two. Oh, there's one right in front of us. Where is, and there's one way out in the distance. Do we see any of those guys we got to rescue yet? No. The only good thing is when we finish our turn, if we haven't seen them by then, they usually make movements and we at least hear where they're moving around, and we'll have an idea after that. Let's see. Who is my sniper? Where is my sniper? Callum? And you can't see this guy. More likely, well, maybe what we can do is try to have you work against the guy in a distance more and have our two assaults move up here and take the pot shots here and see if we can't hurt this guy a little bit. Drumax, that's you.
Can't wait.
And Joe Marotta, you get a line of sight there. We aren't at the closest range possible, but we're going to see if we can, hopefully we can do enough damage. I doubt you're going to kill on this because you would need every bullet to hit, but between the two of you, I'm pretty confident we can take this guy out. Yeah, that's over half. And Drumax, you're actually a little bit closer.
Ready to engage.
Let's get our first kill, guys. Nice. Do we have a way in which you... Now, actually, we don't seem... Why? Oh, this building is just too massive for us to get a line of sight back there is what it's telling me. So, in that case, and the good news is he is far away, we're just going to run you up as far as we can, Callum, and get ready for next time.
Advancing.
And you... I think we're going to run you along the roof. Oh, are we all close enough to each other? Everybody is close enough to each other except for you. So if that guy is able to run and jump and get you, that's not going to be a good thing. So let's run you one square back may be enough to keep out of his range. Although these mine fraggers are pretty mobile, so I'm a little worried right about now.
Here we go.
Okay, hopefully this guy alerted him, although I would hate to see him mind controlled. Can you... Oh no, he's shooting. There's someone on the interior. I was hoping he's going to step out and shoot against the mine fragger. Oh, there's a lot of Pandorans on the interior, which is not good. Oof. Oof. That's a lot of hits I'm hearing on the interior. And that guy just wandered off, which is fine by me, and that's what I was worried about. We got to worry about being shot by one of the guys we got to rescue, and it's a heavy. A heavy, an assault, and something else on the interior. So let's get down here and figure out with you. We want to get you and see if you can move to a point somehow. Can you even... You know what would be best is if you could jet jump over here and bash the sucker. And you can't. That would have been the best. And we can't get you close enough. Dang. We can't get you close enough to free these guys up. Actually, we could get you probably close enough here where you could run inside, free this guy up, to help us see what we're dealing with on the interior. And I'm thinking that's our best course, even though he... Because hopefully he can't run too far with that heavy weapon and get through the doorway for a shot. I guess we're going to find out. Okay, we're looking at a heavy here. Thank goodness that was a heavy because the number of hits this guy took. Of course, this guy's hurting. So that's the only other one I see on the interior. Let's move you here. Okay, he might be able to stand there and shoot us, which is not ideal. But we just released this guy.
I was born.
And I can release this guy and kill him. So then, if he stays there, we'd be able to run out and bash him. And let's hope. We're going to have some injuries here. We're going to have some guys hurting. And you have a med kit, and maybe we can run up there quick as possible. And we're going to have a long distance sniper shot, maybe not. Now let's get running up with our med kits from our assaults first. We need all med kits on hand is what we need as quickly as possible. And Callum, yeah, it doesn't look like we have an angle to hit this guy anyway, yet again. Let's get you running up as far as you can. So there's 3 of us that don't have a shot. Bandit assault. I'm going to move you over here so we can have movement on this heavy. So hopefully we can help keep him alive. We're going to move you here. And another enemy spotted way over there. Okay, that's way over there. I can deal with way over there at the moment. Let's see. Let's release this guy. Okay, we got all our guys we need to rescue active. He's not active in the right way. and actually, technically, he's not active by us. Dum-da-dum-da-dum. I am going to do something, and I don't know what. Actually, what we're going to do is this bandit who's injured, we're going to do a bash to kill this guy. That should be enough to kill you. Yep. And let's get you in cover from this guy, I hope. That shouldn't be a good angle through that door and whatnot, so that should keep you safe for a turn till we can get near you. And then... I think we just get you also in cover. Of course, if he moves over here to take a shot, you'd be lined up for that shot. Mr. Bandit, we're going to bring you here to try, but Yu's kind of right in the way, isn't he?
Proceeding.
Let's see if we have a shot or not. Probably not a great shot. Oh, it's not a great shot, but we're going to see if we can do some damage. Because we brought actually enough ammo. That's for dang sure. So I can afford a slightly less than ideal shot. You're probably going to stay there, and the med kits are in range for next turn. So the question is going to be, can we keep you alive? And can you, Mr. Bandit, we need to rescue, can you please go after you, sorry you, but you have the med kit to stay alive after a hit from him, and then maybe we can bash him. We're kind of at a distance from this guy at a here. We're kind of at a distance from this guy here. And so I can see an ideal way to get out of this if it unfolds that way. That's the big question. We're going to keep you there. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Well, he spotted us, but he used up all his movement to get there. And he's hidden a little bit. Arthrons, I'm actually happy to go against right now because they're a little squishier than those Tritons. And I'm not seeing another Triton yet. So what that does for us, you, is it allows you to run out here and bash away the mind control.
Advancing.
Thank goodness he ran a bit before seeing anybody. So that part. And I noticed this before in playing around. You take the Mind Fragger off of one of our guys, our original team members, and they lose all their movement. You knock the Mind Fragger off one of these other characters that randomly appear, whether it's on a Haven map or apparently this one too. They still have full movement and shots and everything. So that's interesting. Thought I'd just throw that out there in case you've never seen that before. We're going to bring you up here, Drumax. See if you can do a little hurt on this guy. And that's more than hurt as long as you can do the connecting we need here. Let's just, we can knock out the head. Well, I don't even think there's is there poison spitting already? Well, it doesn't say, it's just bleeding. Let's just do the headshot. Okay, that's good enough. Joe Marotta. We got a guy out here. In fact, he seems to be the main guy. So what I'm going to do is run you up as far as we can.
Moving in.
And we're all kind of generally moving in the right direction now. Callum, let's get you down here too. I kind of like that we're all near each other for fire support. I could throw a grenade early on. We don't have a lot of supplies though to replace it.
5x5.
Let's try our newly freed bandit heavy. So it is 2 heavies and an assault is what we're gaining. So I would have preferred, I guess, if I had my ideal pick, a snipe, one of those to be a sniper. But we can live with 2 heavies. We can live with 2 heavies. What kind of a shot do you have on this guy? Not a shot at all. So it looks like we're going to be spending some Overwatch, perhaps, unless our bandit assault really can't get far enough. Well, maybe this angle is better.
In my
Oh,
sights.
that angle's way better. Take him out, please. There we go. There's a bandit we like. Now the question is, well, I guess what we'll do when we assign the bandits' names, whatever they order, they appear on in the personnel listing. That's how we'll assign them. Because I was going to go, which one did we see first? A heavy, or an assault? I can't even remember now. So whatever order they appear on our personnel list, that's how we'll assign the names. And hopefully now we're not seeing anybody per se that we're aware of or that we've perceived.
All
We're gonna try
Moving to coordinates.
a little bit of moving. And you, Takeda, we're gonna move you to your max, see if
Here
you
we go.
see anything. And we're not seeing a lot. We got a bandit heavy back here, who probably would be a good idea. Joe Marotta, I think you're the one that we gave 2 medkits to. Yeah. So let's have this bandit heavy stand next to you, Joe Marotta. So next turn you can apply a medkit to him. So hopefully he makes it out of here. It's too late to say in one piece, but he can make it out of here. How about that? And we got another bandit heavy. Do we try moving more? Well, we're going to try moving forward and see what we see. Because let's face it, you're a heavy with full strength, Mr. Bandit Man.
Double time.
Okay. No indication early on where the reinforcement might be coming from, but I'm getting the sense that we killed what was on the map. And we only have reinforcements now. That's kind of the sense I'm
All
getting. So we're going to move forward.
Advancing.
You're the farthest one. 3 at a time so you can overwatch. And actually then I'm going to give others a chance
I'm here.
to kind of start catching up.
Dashing ahead.
So we're a little closer, which in my mind, this early in the game, makes it a little easier to try and defend each other.
Advancing.
And if another mind fragger decides to make an appearance, I think that'll help. Let's do the med kit first. Yeah, that's what I want to do it on. Heal the bandit man, and let's run as far as you can after that.
Here comes the Phoenix.
Drumax, we're going to get you running out.
Moving in quick.
Now, is there really anybody else that took hurt? Because there's the bandit, there's the other bandit. So that really is only the one guy that took a wallop. And thank goodness he was a heavy and not the assault, or we would be rescuing 2 right about now. We're going to get you, Callum, our sniper running in the midst of all the protection here. And then our bandit heavy's going to run on up. So we just got to make it to the exit zone, and we're in pretty good shape, I think, overall. We're going to kind of... This is the direction we're running. And look at that. One of the new changes that'll be down in the notes for the upgrade is this is as wide. Depends on the weapon. Some weapons you'll still be able to go a wide span for Overwatch. Apparently a heavy machine gun doesn't get a very wide span as far as Overwatch. So we'll just put the Overwatch on a reinforcement zone and see if we get lucky.
Overwatching.
Gone are the days of being able to span Overwatch across the whole map. That part has been nerfed. I think what we'll do is kind of... I guess we're going to max... the only enemy we know of is way back here. He can't shoot at us anyway, so we're just going to run everybody balls out towards the exit zone and see if we see anything on the way. And that corner would seem to be safe. That corner would seem to be where I want to run
Double
everybody.
time.
Let's rock.
So far, no surprises yet.
Sprinting to position.
All right, we're out of action points. Let's end our turn. Okay, so we got 2 entering the map, fortunately at quite a distance. Although he has mobility where he's not at such an amazing distance anymore. And we are not going to be able to get out on this turn. So it might be in our best interest to see if we have enough mobility. Yeah, we don't really have an amazing amount of mobility, so what we may have to do is, he's not the best one to take out on Overwatch because he's got, for this early game, a ton of hit points for this early in the game. So maybe what we want to do, we can run you back far enough, and then are we in range of the other guy? No, we are. I don't think we're in his range yet. So if we kind of backtrack a little bit with 2 of our speedier guys while some of the slower ones move forward, maybe we'll be in better shape at that point and see if we can do enough damage. The question is, can 2 guys alone do enough damage on this guy? We may have to burn a grenade just to get that done. So Callum, yeah. Yeah, Callum, I'm just going to run you all the way as a sniper, and then we're going to be here one more turn, so you may be able to pick this guy off. Maybe he sees you and runs for you because everybody else is kind of behind this wall. We'll see. Now, there's nobody else that gets over here. What we can do is... I was thinking with you Takeda, we might want to run you over and toss a little grenade back here to weaken him down. And then maybe we'll get lucky that 2 more shots from assaults can take him out. Because otherwise we're taking more damage. Just what we want early on, right? But everybody else then should be close enough after this turn, other than these 2 assaults, to get out of here. But that's what we're going to try.
On it.
Yeah, we can land it right there, do some damage. And we may have, well, we didn't quite, yeah, we destroyed the crate. So our shots now, and he's bleeding a leg and a head. So that really helps out our shots here. And if I get us in close enough, we should be okay. We're going to have you run here first, Drumax, for the first shot.
Here I am. Let's do this. Ready to engage.
Because I think our next assault, in fact, you may just be able to take him out. Look at that. The grenade did enough damage. Maybe I didn't need to use the grenade, but it's hard to remember early on. I'd rather be safe. Yeah, there we go. We got a good follow-up, though, so I'm not concerned. We'll take him out. Joe Marotta, finish it off for us.
See you in the next life.
And the rest of us, we're going to get moving toward the target zone. In fact, I don't like to take people out early, as some of you know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think at this distance. Yeah, well, this distance is nothing good. So we're going to do a little Overwatch to help the team as one of our new members here, Mr. Bandit. And this one, look at this one, can spread a lot wider. We'll still keep it close distance because we don't have to worry about these guys shooting at us. Oh, we need to reload? No, I don't want to reload. I want to Overwatch. And we got a bandit heavy. We're going to run you back. Same with our other bandit heavy. So we can all get out next time, except for our 2 assaults back here that are probably just out of range. But we're set up to defend against the little bit left that we know of. Oh, and of course, he runs towards the assaults. Does anyone else over here have a shot? And of course you don't. The reason I set you over here is so you could snipe him, and then he runs into one of those rare spots where you don't quite have vision to be able to snipe him. You're a step away from being able to snipe him is what it is. Jeez, oh Pete. Well, Callum, let's give you some pistol shots, which are actually going to be horrible at this range, but what the heck. Let's see how much of a pistolier you are, just to give you a little action.
Let's blast them.
Okay, so early on, you're not much of a pistolier. What can we say? The thing is, we can really blast him away with our guys. How far away are we from making it? Well, we don't know of any other enemies yet. And if we keep you guys next to each other, buddy, any mind fragger that we're not aware of that tries jumping on us, we can deal with.
Here comes the
So
Phoenix.
let's try this. The slow retreating withdrawal. Oh, there we go. Now you might be actually close enough.
Moving in quick.
We'll just go that far with you, Drumax. Everybody can make it out this time. I just don't like getting out too early ahead of the rest of the team in case something surprising happens. Not that we have to worry about the Scylla, the Siren, the late arrival, things like that in the early game. But, you know what I'm saying. I don't think we need to Overwatch heavies. Okay, yeah, we're getting out of here now, guys. This mission is done. We have what we came for, and everybody can reach. So let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Dashing ahead.
On my way. Let's do this.
On the move.
All right, here we go. We've got the team members. We got 2 levels up on that. Joe, Marotta, and Drumax. Our assaults were the ones dealing out the most shots on that one. So they got the first level up. Let's get back to the geoscape. Congratulations on a successful first mission, guys. All right, items recovered. If you want to refer to these guys as items, we recovered these 3 guys, these 3 items, an assault and 2 heavies. So let's get out here and take a look at where they're in the order and get them named up. We're going to keep 1 extra, and that looks like our heavy at Phoenix Point Base, where we are in the process of building a training center. And we've only used up independent weapons and magazines, and we can't build those. So let's take a look and make sure we got the right research queued up. We got Pandora and Evolution, which is that's such a long time, we'll skip it. We're going to do the Mindfragger Autopsy next, followed by the Arthron and the Triton, and then the Pandoran Evolution. That's the order we're going to do it in. We still definitely can't wait to get the Snedrian done. Let's take a look at our new personnel, and let's, as I said, see the order they're coming in. So the first one is our Assault, and number 5, Nikolai Carpethia, you are our next Assault. Let's get down there. So congratulations. I think last time you were a heavy, now you get to try it out with a little more mobility this time. We'll see how this build develops. As a matter of fact, once I do these last 3 names, we'll once again go in here and see what those special abilities are going to be. After that, we have Kairos is going to be our next heavy. And there you go. And finally, our final heavy is going to be Robbie Zaso. And once again, that different. Everybody's ending up, or not everybody, but there's a lot of switches in these classes. Robbie Zaso was a sniper for us last time. Now you get to try it out as a heavy. So there we are. Let's take a look at these last three just to see what your special skills are. Well, you're definitely looking at a potential cross-class as a heavy here. Bombardier as a proficiency and strongman. So that really, you can become a speedy heavy for us. You're kind of getting tied back into the heavy that you were, but this is heavy with some different perks to give us another slightly different feel for you. So there we go. Plus you have farsighted to add to your willpower and perception range. Kairos, you have the ability to gain personal defense weapon proficiency, handgun proficiency. It improves your accuracy and damage with those guns and hearing range. And you may end up being a heavy sniper, heavy trooper. We got some options down the road. If we want to wait for the sniperist perk, that could be something to try. Kyros, if you have personal opinions, since there are definite options for you, let me know down in the comments if you have any preferences. And finally, Robbie Zaso. Well, look at that, Mr. Sniper Man, you have the sniperist perk right off the bat. So you could get back to having some sniper abilities for us. PDW, handgun proficiency also, and the farsighted. So some additional willpower. So not bad perks. Yeah, I never know what's ideal, what's not, but I can't complain about any of these perks. We can find ways to make them work. Anyway. So let's get our two promotions going, Joe Marotta. Your first one is Dash. We're going to take it. Any assault is nothing without Dash, right? And I'm going to, melee weapon, I'm going to give you your close quarters specialist eventually, but since we don't even have access to a shotgun yet, we're just going to hold off on the skill points at the moment. Instead, I am going to spend a couple more will points for you so we can better use that Dash. And finally, Drumax, you also get your Dash. You have no early perks, so I'm going to do the exact same thing with you and give you a few extra will points so we can better use the Dash that we've just been promoted to. So there we are. We're all ready to go now, guys. Eventually, we're going to want to build some more weapons for Nikolai, Kyros, and Robbie Zaso for when we use up the ammo that we currently have. But at the moment, we're not going to do that because we really don't have the ability to build much without any tech here. So let's go figure out where we want to do our next mission. And what we may just do right off the bat is go back down here to the Synedrian Haven instead of exploring anymore and start out with our Synedrian mission for the next episode. Let's head down there and get ready for that. All right, we read that already. I'm not going to read it yet again, but that is going to be our mission here next time. So I hope you enjoyed our opening mission. I hope you're as excited as I am about getting this next playthrough started and not holding off. I am interested to see further what the changes will bring to this game, how it's going to feel different than the current playthrough we have going on the prior version to that. So any thoughts, any feelings on what you've seen so far? Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Otherwise, welcome aboard if you're a new viewer. I appreciate having you. And everybody else is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Remember, thumbs up really help my small little channel. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you next time.